What's going on, everybody? Crypto Headquarters here, and today I want to give you guys an in-depth analysis and informational video on the cryptocurrency known as BlockCAT. Through this video, I hope to give you guys my personal views, opinions, and insight into this cryptocurrency, and then end the video off with my price prediction for 2018 and where we could see BlockCAT move in the future in terms of price action. With all of that said, I am going to start the video off with a disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. Please do your own research before investing. Invest at your own risk. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and consult a financial advisor if necessary. To be fully transparent with you guys, I will let you guys know that I am not invested into BlockCAT at the time of making this video. With all of this out of the way, let's jump right into the video. The first thing that I want to talk about in my analysis of BlockCAT are the numbers behind BlockCAT. Currently sitting at $2.04, down 11.61% in the last 24 hours. BlockCAT holds an overall rank of 440 in terms of overall market cap. With a market cap of just over $15 million and a volume of about $54,921 in the last 24 hours, BlockCAT does have a circulating supply that is rather pretty low, actually, comparatively to other cryptocurrencies. With just about 7.3 million CAT and a total supply of around 9.2 million CAT, BlockCAT does have a smaller circulating supply. The markets and places that you guys can buy BlockCAT if you are interested in investing are Cryptopia, EtherDelta, and IDEX. While it is very relatively kind of limited in terms of the amount of exchanges, this is contributing to the lower market cap and is contributing to the reason that a lot of people are having difficulties investing into the lower market cap cryptocurrencies because they aren't available on exchanges like Binance, Bittrex, and all the other big name exchanges that people use pretty much daily and hold their trust in. So definitely for those of you guys looking to invest, Cryptopia will probably be your best option. You will probably find your most success using the Bitcoin pairing over there. Now that you guys have some insight into the numbers behind BlockCAT, I'm going to go in and give you guys a quick synopsis on where BlockCAT has been price-wise since becoming tradable. So BlockCAT became tradable on August 13th, 2017, and really came out of the market at that $1 mark and consolidated there for a few days until it got a price hike like a lot of new cryptocurrencies do, like when they get listed on exchanges, and saw an all-time high around and above that $4 mark. Since then, we saw a large sell-off and consolidation period going through the FUD coming out of China in September, October, and even a little bit into November. And we saw prices around the 60 to 70 cent mark until kind of midway through November when we saw that dollar mark just again, and then we saw a brief consolidation period all the way until kind of midway through December, and then come early January, the beginning of the new year, we saw BlockCAT put an all-time high that still stands today of about $6.68 with a market cap of just under $50 million. So with that all-time high standing, just like every other cryptocurrency on the market, we saw a large sell-off, and we are still kind of seeing that sell-off in the midst of the South Korean FUD and people not becoming as sure on cryptocurrencies as they were in the past. And so just like BlockCAT and every other cryptocurrency pretty much on the market, we saw a large price decrease, and we are seeing a pretty low in terms of price in the past, and we are just under about we are down triple its all-time high price at that $6 mark, so we are down 3 times in value of just a few weeks ago. So definitely BlockCAT is, I think, in my opinion, a potential buying opportunity, but this is not investment or financial advice, and hopefully you guys learned something from this quick price synopsis on where BlockCAT has been. It's kind of been a little bit of a bumpy roller coaster here, but I do expect BlockCAT to see those all-time highs again as money begins to flow in the cryptocurrency market, because as you guys are going to see in the video, this is an interesting platform which I think has a lot of potential in the future and is a low market cap cryptocurrency with a low circulating supply, so there is a lot of potential there. Hopefully you guys again learned something, and we're going to get right into what BlockCAT is. Going over to BlockCAT's website, you guys are going to see that they do have a pretty nice website that's laid out and easy to use and intuitive for the average person to view. And while there isn't a ton of information available on their website, I'm going to be giving you guys kind of my personal opinions and show you guys what my research has yielded on the BlockCAT platform, as it is a lower market cap cryptocurrency, so information may be harder to find on the internet. But let's go into what BlockCAT is. So BlockCAT is a platform that plans to simplify the use of smart contracts and make the use of them accessible to people without coding experience. Users could hypothetically create smart contracts in mere minutes, or use BlockCAT's pre-built smart contracts without any knowledge of coding whatsoever. This is an absolute game changer because it allows for smart contracts to be used by the average person, as opposed to the barrier of entry coding provided people who wanted to utilize smart contracts in the past. BlockCAT's smart contract platform is also cost effective, meaning it's cheaper and more efficient to use their system than hiring a coder to make the smart contracts that one desires. Smart contracts can benefit all businesses regardless of what sector they reside in, and can act as a trusted intermediary between business and consumers when holding funds from a transaction. Well, the project is very much in its infancy, just releasing its beta version after having issues with the alpha that they fixed and we're going to see later in the video. The project is well within technological reach. BlockCAT will have the smart contracts tested and audited to make sure they are safe and risk-free to use, providing assurance when using their platform. Additionally, BlockCAT is behind a project that has real-world use and could revolutionize the smart contract system as we know it. So that's kind of a quick synopsis on what BlockCAT is. It's basically a smart contract system that allows the average person to use it if you guys just want that all summarized up. With that, I'm going to give you guys a real-world example that I think will really help you guys understand what BlockCAT is as a platform. A real-world example that really helps me understand what BlockCAT is at its basic level is websites that create websites. So what do I mean by this? Wix.com, for example, and websites similar to Wix make it easier to create websites for the average person. This isn't paid or sponsored. This is just the first website that came to mind. So Wix basically allows people with no coding experience or no previous experience in HTML to create websites for their business or whatever they need a website for. It's a subscription-based service, and basically people are able to easily create websites based using Wix's servers, using all of Wix's kind of resources that they have available over at Wix, and they charge a subscription service to use this, and it's very easy to run a website for the average person. They lowered the barrier of entry that required previously lots of coding and support, and they made it an easy website that creates other websites for people. And this is what BlockCAT is aiming to do with smart contracts. With many people interested in the aspect of smart contracts, in my opinion, I think blockchain is just going to change the world. This is really a no-brainer to me, but I think the problem with blockchain right now is there's a large barrier to entry regarding coding and people with past experience understanding that. So if BlockCAT can become successful, they will be able to create mass adoption through their platform, and they will see, kind of like Wix is doing online and websites similar to that, they will see people flock to their platform to create not only smart contracts that benefits them and are completely customizable and easy to create, even if they don't have coding experience, but they also have pre-built smart contracts that will allow people to quickly come in and in mere seconds use their platform to benefit their business without any previous knowledge or even using the cost resources that are required to hire somebody and really plan out this project. So something that could potentially take weeks to months for somebody to develop can be done in seconds. So that is huge, and that's kind of how I understand BlockCAT at its base and at its core, because it's just basically simplifying the way that people create smart contracts. And I think that websites like Wix that help people create websites without coding experience is a perfect analogy to what BlockCAT's trying to do with smart contracts. Something cool that I think that will separate BlockCAT and really allow people to mass adopt to their platform are their smart contracts that are pre-built. So while BlockCAT does offer smart contracts that be customized by people and is more easy and intuitive than ever before, there are also pre-built smart contracts by the BlockCAT team. These are important because they allow people to come in and mere seconds apply them to their business. So not every single person that uses BlockCAT needs to create their own token smart contract. The BlockCAT team did that for you. Basically, they took all the general things and the most popular things people may be using smart contracts for, and instead of having people go through the hassle, I say that with air quotes because it is as easy as it has ever been before in the past to create a smart contract using their platform, they actually went ahead and created that for you and went and audited it and make sure it was completely secure before using. So the first thing they have listed is the token sale. This is pretty self-explanatory, but you can launch your own token sale with a visual interface, remove all the worry of hackers taking advantage of bugs by using our tested and secure contract. That is a huge no-brainer to me to why this will be successful, because you think of all the things that go into a token sale and a cryptocurrency and all the planning behind that, and if it can be as simple as opening up BlockCAT and using a pre-built smart contract, I really think this is going to take cryptocurrency and blockchain in a positive direction. It's a real no-brainer for me. ERC20 token creations, anyone can create ERC20 tokens with ease. You could use them for a local event such as a core feature of your DApp. So this is also really cool that you can create ERC20 tokens and you can use them for whatever you need to do, and it's just like that. You don't have to hire anybody to create those. Additionally, airdrop, you can schedule airdrops to be specified to Ethereum addresses or provide a link for people to claim their tokens manually. They take care of the distribution, which is awesome, and this is all possible through the Ethereum ecosystem, which is a big plus for me too, because I think Ethereum, while it does have its scaling issues and everything else involved with their platform that they're currently trying to solve, I think it's really comforting to me to see that These are basically smart contracts on the Ethereum ecosystem. So with the airdrop, basically they take care of distribution. They already have that smart contract pre-built. Joint payment, create a payment which can be funded by multiple users. Once the funding is completed, the payment will be sent. That's cool. That has to do with payment and using your platform and the smart contract that you might use it for. So online businesses, stuff like that. Wallet animation, automate the transfer of funds across all of your wallets by setting up distributed payments in predefined ways. So you can automate funds across all the wallets that you actually have set up, and you can distribute these payments in whatever ways that you have predefined or want to define in the future. Time lock vault. Lastly, lock up Ether tokens until a specified date or defined condition has been met. So with a lot of cryptocurrencies, you're going to see that they lock a certain amount, the developers do, and they won't have access to those for a certain date. This might be keeping them in cold storage so that they have funding later. This might be just distributing them over time. I know HST token, I did a video on that in my channel if you're interested. They slowly release their tokens based upon factors in the market and what they deem necessary, and basically they already have a smart contract that allows people to do a fundamental thing that a lot of cryptocurrencies do. So as you guys can see, to sum this all up, there are 6 smart contracts that are already pre-made on their website that basically cover all of the necessities of a new cryptocurrency coming to market. And for those people that have an idea or don't have the background that or the funds necessary to create a whole team behind it, they will be able to use BlockCAT and really create cryptocurrencies for their needs, whether it be a local event or whatever they might need in the future. BlockCAT is offering these smart contracts already pre-made to make this process easier than it's ever been before. Quickly, I'm just going to show you guys some other things that are available on their website that I'm not going to cover too in depth because I don't think it's too much of relevance, and I think that this is something that you guys could do your own research on and put your own opinions on. But I have looked into their team. They are pretty transparent with what they do and who they are. Underneath each person's name, you're going to see their role, what they specialize in, what value they bring to the team, what they do for BlockCAT, and all that great stuff. So it really gives you guys a short description and something that you guys can look into, and doesn't require everybody to go to their LinkedIn page. I will say I think their team is very strong, and I've looked through it, and I think that this team is definitely capable of delivering on the things that they want to do within BlockCAT. Scrolling down a little more, you guys can see there's links to all their community web pages, their Discord, their Facebook, Medium, YouTube, all that great stuff. And I'm going to cover that quickly at the end. And if you scroll down, they do have their community updates, and I believe this is on the Medium platform, which I will talk about near the end of the video. The next thing I want to talk about is where BlockCAT is going in the future. If you guys go to their homepage on their website, hit the About tab, then go over to Roadmap and click Read the Full Roadmap, it's going to take you to a LinkedIn article by the BlockCAT team that really tells you guys how the alpha went and what they're planning to do with the future in terms of the roadmap and the team, and where they plan to go with the BlockCAT platform. So to sum all this up, basically they released the alpha and they got a lot of valuable information from the alpha, as they should, because it was a very early test of BlockCAT and how users interact with it. So basically they said after the token sale concluded, we knew the immediate next step was to hunker down and refine the key details to make BlockCAT a successful platform. They saw the struggle and now they are trying to improve upon it. They say that the public alpha released during the token sale, what they've learned is that they've gathered extremely valuable analytics, metrics, and feedback. This information has been very helpful in shaping our near future vision and plan for the beta. So definitely they got a lot of feedback from the community within the alpha, and they are planning to implement some new fixes and features as well as solutions into the beta that is actually out right now. If I go back to their website, you guys can see that if I go to the top, you guys can actually go to the BlockCAT beta by clicking that link. But now I want to talk about the roadmap. The BlockCAT roadmap is something that I definitely want to talk about, and I think you guys should really pay attention to in this video. So as they say in the beginning, the BlockCAT community has been very vocal about what they'd like the platform to focus on and target. Because of this, they are going to switch how they develop, and they're going to switch up their actual roadmap. So they say, as a result, we've structured our development cycle to reflect and accommodate for all the things that the community has been talking about and what they want to cover. To summarize this wall of text, basically what's going to be happening is they're going to create their development cycle so that the things that the community really wants to be completed are going to bubble to the top, where the things that don't need attention or the community doesn't really want at that time are going to be a lower priority on the bottom. So basically they're structuring their development cycle based upon priority, and ideas that the community wants are going to be at the top and are going to be completed first, as opposed to the ideas that are of less priority and of less use specified by the community, which will be at the bottom. So what is are these things that the BlockCAT team is going to be developing first, and what does the community want? So the contract that allows purchase pooling for token sales and a token sale builder are the two use cases that have already received significant community attention. So the community does want a smart contract that allows for the purchase pooling of token sales and a token sale builder. These are the two things that the BlockCAT team will be targeting as a priority as of September 23rd. This is the most recent Medium post that they have on this. So they say that they are glad to announce BlockCAT will be targeting these two contracts as the main priority moving forward. So as you can see, it's bubbling to the top. It's our hope that these contracts will assist in lessening network congestion by batching transactions prior to the launch of the token sale, reduce scam occurrences, and minimize the amount of insecure token sales, providing a secure, solid, and reliable platform for deploying custom ERC20 token sale contracts. So they really want to focus on this as a whole. This was their original roadmap, and this is their new roadmap. Basically, what they want to do is they want to release things as they come. They mention in this article, to summarize it for you guys, that they don't want to release one platform as a whole. So they say instead of having one complete platform be launched on a specific date, expect to see a rolling and regular release of contracts on a periodic basis. What this means is the BlockCAT team isn't going to be releasing one BlockCAT platform that does everything and is a pretty solid project and is complete as it comes out. What they're going to be doing is they're going to be releasing things periodically. So there might be one smart contract out, there might be another one out 2 months later, there might be one out another month, and then maybe they might focus on something about the custom smart contracts. So whatever the community wants, they're going to be developing, and they're not going to be holding it back. As soon as it's available to be tested and launched, it's going to be available. So that's nice, as we see the things that require priority are going to be given priority and launched with priority. So BlockCAT does not want to be one individual platform that releases everything at once. They want to release things as they come, which is nice for people that want to utilize the BlockCAT software immediately and use it in their businesses, even though BlockCAT is essentially very much in its infancy. So that is how they changed their roadmap. They changed their roadmap from one kind of concrete, we're going to do design, then plan, then build, then test, then launch, to once they designed and planned it, they're going to test, build, and release all at the same times and work those wheels at the same time so they can get releases out as soon as possible. So that is how the roadmap has changed, and hopefully you guys understand what the BlockCAT team is doing right now and what they plan to do in the future in terms of their development cycle and what's going to be taken priority over other things on the platform based on what the community specifies. Lastly, I want to talk about team structure, and this is going to be a lot quicker than the last section, but basically they've had a lot of problems due to restructuring of our team in preparation for a significant numbers of hires that will be joining BlockCAT. I'm very optimistic about this because it shows that BlockCAT is really focusing on development on the front end so they can get a working platform out there. So with new hires comes a significant change in how BlockCAT operates, and it's taken a little while to iron out how exactly the flow of information happens in our internal communication. They do have a great kind of infographic here and just a way to show people how they communicate in each of their departments, and this is very important because as I outlined in the last section of the video, they're going to be basically doing 3 parts of their roadmap at once: testing, building, and I believe launching all at the same time. So it's important that departments understand how to communicate with each other, and this is pretty self-explanatory. You guys can see how people communicate by the lines presented here, and then they do take the liberty of color coding each section of people and their jobs so that you know who's doing what and what department that they are a part of. So that's how the BlockCAT team is being restructured, and that's important to understand because they're being really transparent with you guys and letting you guys know how they operate as not only a cryptocurrency but as a company and how they communicate as a whole. One of the last things that I am going to talk about before I make my price prediction for 2018 is the community behind BlockCAT. So for those of you who have followed my in-depth analyses in the past, you guys know that I think a community behind a cryptocurrency is very indicative of future success and really shows the overall support and strength of the cryptocurrency outside of the platform that they're creating. So with that said, if you guys scroll down to the bottom of their website, you guys will have links to the social media outlets that they do use and the things that they do update most frequently. So this is where you can find this information. I'm only going to be covering 3: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, but definitely feel free to check out all these other platforms as well. First thing I'm going to talk about is the BlockCAT YouTube channel. So the BlockCAT YouTube channel has 204 subscribers, and they've been updating guides, basically letting people know how to purchase BlockCAT during the token sale and just how to purchase BlockCAT on different exchanges and different ways of using it. So you can use parity. They used how to purchase CAT using my Ether wallet, how to purchase CAT using MetaMask, and lastly, the first video they actually posted, which actually has the most amount of views, is the BlockCAT Ethereum Smart Contracts for Everyone, which is kind of a short video letting people know what BlockCAT is and how it's going to revolutionize the world. With that said, I think that this is very important and awesome to see because not a lot of cryptocurrencies use the YouTube platform, and the more that they upload and the more that people understand how to use BlockCAT, even if they aren't providing videos right now about guides on how to use and utilize smart contracts, they are showing people how they can get involved and how they can actually purchase the cryptocurrency to not only start investing in a BlockCAT, but hopefully in the future start utilizing those tokens in what they want to accomplish. So with YouTube kind of out of the way, it's very awesome to see that and assuring that they understand that YouTube is a very important part and plays an important role in getting community involvement behind you. Videos are definitely a great way of relaying information, and BlockCAT sees that. Secondly, let's transition over to Facebook. So their Facebook has a pretty small following with just about 1,500 people who like this and just over 1,600 people who follow their Facebook page. Scroll down. They have been updating it a little more recently, so 5 hours ago. If I scroll down a little more, January 26th, so 3 days ago, but January 22nd, January 5th. But if I scroll down a little more, definitely this is not their preferred method of posting to social media and letting people know. That would be Twitter, which we're going to talk about in a second, but it is encouraging to see that they are posting and they are updating people who do choose to use Facebook as their de facto platform for interacting with people, and that might be the only social media they have. So if that is you, definitely it's good to see that Facebook is something that they utilize, even if it could be utilized more. But no knock on BlockCAT, as I think in the future they will understand the importance of this, just as a bunch of other cryptocurrencies will, as it's important to build your social media, your platform up on different social media accounts in addition to Twitter. But very encouraging to see that they are posting and that they do understand how Facebook works in accordance to the people that they're trying to market to. Lastly, we're going to talk about Facebook. Just like pretty much every other cryptocurrency I've covered on my channel, Facebook is the largest by far. It's got just under 7,500 followers on their Twitter account, 552 tweets. They tweet a lot. 5 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 10 hours ago. I'm just scrolling down. They post multiple times every day with links to articles, responding to the community. Good amount of community interaction for the size of their Twitter account. And this is, I'm very optimistic to see just the amount of community support on their Twitter account alone for such a high market cap crypto, or excuse me, such a low market cap cryptocurrency with such a high rank in terms of overall market cap. So you can see people who are aware of this cryptocurrency are definitely involved in the community, and that people are passionate about seeing BlockCAT succeed in the future and using their platform. So I am very, very reassured. Not that I was ever in doubt, but I just very optimistic to see their Twitter account as a whole be successful, and the fact that they post so much is very a great way to interact with the community and gauge how successful a cryptocurrency will be, because it's important to remember that no cryptocurrency is successful if they have nobody using their platform. So this is very good to see. I'd like to see it get a verified check like you guys see on the right side with 0x and District 0x, but that will come in time when they start to gain a lot of traction and people really start to see the usefulness of the platform and they get their name out there. So with all of that said, that is going to conclude the three main platforms I want to talk about. In conclusion, their Twitter account is updated very regularly and is the best place to find information about them. They post their community updates on Medium on there and pretty much has all of the information that you need to know. Additionally, if you use Facebook, check out their Facebook page. It is posted on less than their Twitter page, but is still a good resource for those that want to get interactive on Facebook. And lastly, their YouTube channel, while it hasn't been active in a long time, they do have a decent amount of subscribers and a little bit of traction on there, so that if they do want to post more guides, it will definitely be helpful in getting people acquainted with BlockCAT, whether it be purchasing or using the platform or whatever they decide to upload. So very optimistic with how they use social media, and the links can be found on BlockCAT's website. As we near the end of the video, I'm going to be giving you guys my price prediction for BlockCAT in 2018. Now, I am very optimistic about this cryptocurrency, as I am with most of the in-depth analysis I do on my channel. These I tend to gravitate towards cryptocurrencies I'm interested in and I think have a bright future. So with BlockCAT at a $15 million overall valuation in terms of overall market cap, I think BlockCAT is definitely setting itself up for a successful 2018. We've already seen all-time highs of around that $50 million in overall market cap, which puts it just under that $7 mark at about $6.50 if you want to go for an even number. With that said, I think that $100 million is nothing that BlockCAT can't achieve in 2018. That would put it at about the $12 to $13 mark, especially if it was at $50 or $50 million in market cap at $6. We put it at 100, it's about 12 to 13. So right there, you're already gaining a significant amount in terms of percentage-wise in your portfolio if you were to invest at this $2 mark. I will say if BlockCAT were to surprise everybody, and I don't think it would surprise me too much, and maybe even hit that $200, $300 million market cap, we could see BlockCAT potentially hit $50 in 2018. And while this is definitely optimistic, you guys have to understand the current place in BlockCAT in the cryptocurrency market. I really believe in the platform, and if I didn't believe in BlockCAT, I would say maybe, you know, being on the more conservative end and maybe saying, you know, $10 to $15 in 2018, because a good cryptocurrency that I might not be super optimistic about can definitely make gains and see people using the platform. But when I stumble across something like BlockCAT, I definitely think that it can crash the numbers that people are projecting it to go right now. So at $50 million, that is literally nothing in terms of overall market cap, ranked 440 overall, which is very, very high. So I definitely think $50 is an achievable mark in 2018. If BlockCAT really starts to explode, which I think it can because it solves a real world issue, and really we could see people adopt smart contracts like never before. And if people decide to de facto to BlockCAT like people do Ethereum to use the Ethereum ecosystem, BlockCAT could be absolutely huge. And I know these are big claims that I'm making, but when we look at low market cap cryptocurrencies that have yet to kind of find their place in the total kind of sphere of blockchain and cryptocurrency as a whole, I think BlockCAT is carving out itself a unique space in this area, and that is why I think $50 is a very optimistic goal for 2018, but I think it's achievable, especially from what I've seen from the BlockCAT team. I know this has kind of been a longer price prediction, but I think optimistically $50 and conservatively $20 to $25, because the circulating supply of BlockCAT is 7.3 million cat. And right now, do you want to know what the circulating supply of Dash is? Just above that. I believe, don't quote me on this, it's about 7.6 million Dash, and Dash is worth 800 and has seen all-time highs of in the thousands, and we're sitting at $2 right now for BlockCAT with a similar circulating supply. I know Dash has more of a total supply, around 16 million Dash as opposed to 9 million cat, but that just works in BlockCAT's favor. So definitely very undervalued, definitely very optimistic on this cryptocurrency. We could see $50 to $100 optimistically, and conservatively $20 to $25 very easily in my opinion for 2018. So definitely check out and do your own research on BlockCAT, and hopefully you guys found my price prediction to be helpful for you. That's going to do it for the video today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, as I love putting out daily content for you guys, and seeing you guys like and comment on my videos just means the world to me. So again, thank you guys so much. I'm going to end with a disclaimer that says none of the information in this video is investment or financial advice. Please do your own research for investing. This is just my personal opinion. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Invest at your own risk and consult a financial advisor if necessary. Again, make sure to like and subscribe to the video. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys took something away from this video that you didn't know before watching it, and thank you guys for the support. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.